My nigga Glock made this shit.
Real Mod Squad shit. Whole lot of Mod Squad shit. Shout out Trenches News, nigga. Shout out NC. Shout out Made Meaty. Shout out Spark. Shout out Clean. Shout out B. Shout out Nene. Black C hit my phone like Black make us a song. I hit YouTube, found the beat, now song. And see, you can go to her for the latest news. Like who told on who and who gave who the blues. Can't forget Queen Lotus, that's 126. Shorty smart as hell, gon' have you thinking about shit. Now let's get on the BZ on the down south shit. Shorty real as hell, she gon' tell you about your shit. And she dropping videos, go subscribe to her shit. Sparks got the visuals of 99%. Made media out west, he a film mode nigga. Get that nigga bracket chick, I bet she feelin' on that nigga. And shout out Savage Black, we gon' party on them niggas. Can't forget Nene, she catch bodies in the chat. It's that page fake of real shit, shorty gon' check. She gon' come back to the chat, wipe his nosy out the chat. Can't forget Uncle Swipe and still be yachty to you niggas. You can call him Swiper Jordan or whatever, say you nigga. And to the ones that left, we ain't worried about shit. But make sure you like the video before you dip. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Make sure you like the video before you dip. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Real Mod Squad shit, yeah. Make sure you like the video before you dip.
Shout out to everybody on here. What's up, y'all? It's Tuesday. What's up, y'all, man? What's up, y'all? What y'all on, man? Everybody good? Everybody ate? Everybody good, man? Kids good? What's up? What's up, y'all? Man, we got some stories today, man. We got, hey, we ain't talking about King Yella, man, on my page, bro. Like, we ain't talking about him. I just had to address Yella because I seen a video that he was talking some bullshit. He said ain't no talking to the cops, but he got the nerve to be in 229 pages talking to the cop. But, you know, he going to say something Trenches News. So I just had to check his ass and let him know that you was in paperwork talking about Durk and them. And you could possibly be a witness now because you already told them who BDs and who they into it with. That's all I was trying to say. I don't start nothing with nobody, bro. I don't start nothing with nobody on YouTube, man. Every war that I got into, people just hate me and they say something to me. Trenches News never attack, man. My daddy told me never to attack. He always told me to try to play defense. But if you got to attack, attack. But just sit back and watch. I play chess, bro. I don't just strike right away. You know what I'm talking about? I like to build up and let you think you got away. But that's all I was saying to Yella, man. Like, whether you went to jail or not, bro, you talk to the cops, man. That's all to it, bro. So if you want to say something about me, man, you got to look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, damn. I did tell them that they was GDs and BDs and across state gangs, though. I don't even know Snap Dog. I don't even know how Yella know Snap Dog. Shit, Snap Dog say he don't even know Yella. You know? That's just like they asking me, yeah, the guy who on Snap Dog. Like, who the fuck is Snap Dog? I would have thought they was talking about Snoop Dogg if they would have asked me some shit like that. Snoop Dogg off Gin and Juice? No, the other guy who was in Vegas. Who, Snap Dogg? That's all I was saying, though. Hey, but shout out to all y'all, man. All right, we got Lil Durk. Lil Durk say he lost his phones, and his son came out and spoke. His son fell down, and I mean I was reading your comment. You fell down to your knees when the law came. Yeah, I know Lil Durk did too. He fell down to his knees in the airport when he seen them FBI jackets. Shit, that's when shit get real. But his son spoke out, man, and his son was, did what the son was supposed to do. Whoever wrote it, that don't matter, man. It's out of love. You got to remember, this his son, this his kids, bro. Hey, everybody really judge, bro, until you in a situation or in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? That your kids might be writing a letter. Your kids might be writing a letter for you, saying that my daddy innocent or whatever, They don't see that side of their daddy. They don't be out in the streets with their daddy. They don't be sliding with Lil Durk. They probably see him at a show or in another state or something. They don't know nothing about this shit that's going on. It's probably a surprise to them. But yeah, man, I feel bad for the kids, bro. I feel bad for the kids, man. Like, the kids shouldn't have to go through that shit, bro. So it ain't the kids' fault, bro. The kids wrote a letter. I seen some people comment on that shit like, man, yeah, the kids, bro. It don't matter who wrote that. That's his fucking son. You know, right is right, wrong is wrong. Lil Durk was wrong. He know better than that shit. And I fuck with Durk heavy. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't hate Durk. Like, a lot of people think, cause I know Duck all his life. I bricked them since they was babies. You know what I'm saying? We come from the same area and all that. They think that I hate Durk or something, bro. Like, I listen to his music, bro. I'm just saying that when I say something, bro, I'm just saying it off. Like, a motherfucker had $8 million or $20 million, and they fucking around here running around, bro, like mad dogs, bro. Like, for real. How many of you ever touched $1 million, let alone the money that he touched? And we don't know how much money Lil Durk got. Lil Durk do shows, shit under the table, bro. I'm pretty sure he got way more money than what a motherfucker talking about. But that don't matter either. I'm just saying, man, to be up that far, bro, and everybody watched it, bro. But everybody mad at people reporting about Durk. But I never seen none of nobody in his comments saying, hey, bro, you should delete this video. You should delete this video, Durk, man. Because all them videos that Durk got gonna be used at court, bro. He talking about he putting money on people's heads, bro. Hey, look, if we could decipher what he's saying, what you think them people up in the court gonna decipher? You think them people don't know what he talking about when he got a brick of money on his head, rapping about it and saying that I'll put a brick of money on your head or some shit? Like, these people ain't done, bro. I know a lot of people mad, bro. Like, oh man, Durk, they hating on Durk. Nah, bro, he hated on himself. Durk hated himself if you look at it. We didn't tell him to do this shit. We just reporting about it. We ain't tell him to do nothing. Like, I was just rooting for Durk. Y'all seen me when he did the shit with J Mane them. You know, I knew it was a play, but I was happy he did it for the kids. You know what I'm saying? I was happy Durk did that shit for the kids, bro. Because there's some kids out there that see that to be like, man, I ain't got to be in tour with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of kids that benefited from, even though Durk in jail. A lot of people ain't gonna say it, bro. But that shit was beneficial, bro, for the kids. Even though Durk did it before he got locked up, the kids needed to see J Mane them, somebody else on that stage with him. He needed to see that shit. The world needed to see it. Some people might be like it's fake. Some people might be like it's real. But some people, hey, you ain't got to worry about it, bro. You hear me talking, bro, and you disrespectful, my boy. See you later, my boy. Oh, hold on. You had me block my wife. You finna get blocked 3 times. Nene. Huh? All right. Yeah. He changed after he was cleaning up. No, it ain't that Durk changed. Durk knew them people was on him. He started praying 3 times a day. He started doing all type of shit on everything. He knew them people was investigating him. That's why he started that. I'm pushing peace. Let me get J Mane over there. That was a play, bro. It was a play, but it was a play that was worth it, man. Now you got DQ them. They letting J Mane over there. You hear me? That's a trickle effect. That ain't off Tay. Hey, shout out to Tay Savage, but that wasn't off Tay. Shout out to Tay Savage, but DQ them did that shit. It was off Tay too, but I ain't gonna say it went off Tay, but it was off Durk. What Durk did when they seen that Durk had J Mane on the stage, they changed their minds about J Mane. Maybe J Mane ain't no killer. J Mane ain't never did nothing to nobody on our block. We know this. We could let J Mane over here. You hear me? That's what I was telling you.
Say something.
Do I think Durk could beat the case? Man, ain't no block all killers, bro. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, everybody ain't no killer. On everything, bro. Out of 100 people you see in a video and no block jumping around like monkeys, bro. It's probably 3 people, 4 people who gonna really do some shit. All the rest of them just jumping around, man. You let off a gun in the air like they gonna run like a track meet. Pow! All that shit just gangster, bro. You think they gonna free Larry Hoover, man? Hey, look, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I wish they'll free Larry Hoover, man. I wish they would, bro. I ain't got nothing against Larry Hoover. I wish they'll free him, bro. At least he'll get a chance to right his wrong, bro, and tell the youth. It's a lot of people that don't know about Larry Hoover that's saying on GD. You know what I'm saying? He could tell them motherfuckers, they don't be like me, keep saying GD, and you be up in there for the rest of your life. Larry Hoover could be an example. And he old, bro. Larry Hoover like 70-something, bro. What he gonna do? Who he gonna come out and tell them they a board member and the chief or something? Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. It's every man for theyself now. I say they let out Larry Hoover, bro. I say it's worth the try. It might not mean nothing to a lot of people, but it's gonna mean something to some people, bro. And that's all that matters. It might not change everybody. Like my speech. My speeches and me being on YouTube might not change everybody, bro. But it's gonna change somebody. It's gonna change somebody, bro. I ain't looking to change as long as I can save some kids, bro. I know I ain't gonna save all the kids. I come through Bloodhound Lil Real verse shit. Tell him, like, bro, I know you the cousin, bro. Oh, I'm trying to get him some advice whole time. You gonna go to jail, dude. You going to jail. You keep on rapping about the same bodies on every song. I killed Lil Tim, killed Lil Rabbit, killed Lil Hat, killed Lil Cat, killed the cat in the hat. The Jackbox slid down 67, shot Lil Tim at 8 o'clock. Your ass gonna go to jail, bro. But he mad at me for trying to help him. You know what I'm saying? He mad at me though. I'm trying to be real with him. His friends around him ain't gonna tell him, bro, like, man, we're gonna be in prison, bro. They gonna use this shit against us, these lyrics. You know? It's over for Durk, man. For real, bro. Like, if you bragging about real murders on the internet, bro, you just a loser, bro. Like, the family don't need to hear that shit. Where Doodie Lo at? I don't know, man. Doodie Lo got a nice song out, though. Shout out to Doodie Lo, man. Hey, Doodie Lo, I'm glad that you changed the music, man. Sound like a bald head Lil Durk. Off some promethazine, goddammit. You did good, though. I don't hate on nobody. Shout out to Doodie Lo. If y'all ain't see Doodie Lo song, y'all can check it out later. Not now. Y'all on my time right now. But the little bald headed guy, he got him a hit on his hand. He basically saying he missed Durk. So I'm proud of Doodie Lo, man. Yeah, hey, look, that's what a real friend do. And look, everybody learn from that. Hey, bro, if your friends can't tell you when you fucking up, bro, you don't need them around you, bro. Your friends supposed to be able to tell you, bro, like, hey, bro, you gonna crash out, bro. You gonna go to jail, you gonna lose all this of your kids, bro. You about to shoot or commit a crime, y'all supposed to tell Durk to get on, bro. That's what a real friend do. Man, we ain't finna involve you in this shit. Cause if Durk gone, then everybody lost. Don't nobody think like that though, bro. They hate on each other to be around Durk. Instead of telling Durk, like, man, bro, man, you gonna be in jail, bro. You know? No, if anything, bro, push come to shove when they lay all the evidence on the table on Lil Durk, man. Lil Durk gonna cop out for that 50, that 40, that 30. It's gonna be somewhere in that though. It's gonna be somewhere in that 30 that he gotta admit though. You just can't say you copping out, bro. You gotta admit everything. Or he gonna go down like John Gotti. Fuck it, take me to trial, pal. You know, and they gonna railroad him with life. Either way it go, he gonna meet up with Muwap now. That's what I'm trying to say. Either way it go, he gonna meet up with the old Block 5, the 6. He gonna meet up with them and now. And they gonna be some reminiscent motherfuckers for the next 30 years, 40 years, you know? You say who? You say Zoo locked on gun charges or hear out. Internet put shit on folks. Hey, I don't know nothing about Zoo. I ain't talking about Zoo, man. I ain't got nothing to say about Zoo, bro. I ain't talking about them guys, bro. Unless it come across my radar, I don't talk about it. But I wish all them guys the best, man. I wish Zoo the best, all of them, bro. Go ahead and run, bro. Go ahead and run and enjoy yourself, man. Especially if you know you did a lot of shit, man, that you can go down for. Enjoy your life. You ahead right now. They ain't came and got you, so you ahead right now. So you need to just run right now. Run, go chill with your kids, build a life until they show up at your door and say, remember that murder from, 2000 or 2018 or whatever it happened. Only you know what you did. Did Durk sign King Von? Durk did not sign King Von, man. King Von, what's the name had signed him? No, he gave him $100K. D-Thing gave him $100,000. And I don't know, was it a split deal? They try to say, oh, I just gave King Von $100,000 when he went. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be trying to say. But I know he ain't give him no $100,000 for free. Ain't no nigga getting you, even in the trenches, bro. Ain't nobody getting you no $100,000 for free, bro. You gotta have some type of contract, bro, with them. I don't know whether he was fully signed on paper or, you got to give me a mixtape or something, or off this song I get paid for. I don't know how they did it, bro, but D-Thing gave him $100,000. He wasn't signed to Durk, though. I know that for a fact. He ain't signed to Durk. He signed to Empire, like a distribution or some shit. Durk done made Doodie Lo relapse. Is YB Fesso locked up? Hey, man, I can't even tell you about no YB Fesso, man. I think he like 16, 17 years old. He in Adi home. I think he in Adi home. I don't know. Empire, yeah, Empire. They kill their artists out, bro. I don't know, bro. It's like everybody over there dead. Everybody, they got at least about 9 to 10 artists that's dead on that label, bro. But I know that yeah, making a phone call. See, this why it's worse, bro. A lot of people don't life insurance. I'm gonna start thinking the music industry and the labels is poison and they make you rich at a young age. That's for sure. And they still getting paid off the death. That's crazy. Damn, Durk the one that hit hard. But somehow I know he gonna get out of this. Nah, he ain't getting out of this, Smoke. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's a different ball game, bro. Hey, look, they just showed. Hey, look, they just showed us. Oh no, Jay, I wasn't talking to you, JH. I wasn't talking to you, JH. I was just talking with you. I know what you were saying, JH. I caught it. I know what you were saying. I wasn't saying nothing bad to you. I was just saying, like, no, I don't know nothing about that. You need to explain Adi Home, 2 out of towners. Oh, Adi Home is a juvenile center, man. That's for all the juveniles, 17 and under. You could be 17 and juvenile, and when you turn 18, you going to the county jail with the adults. But you can be in the county and get charged as an adult at 17 too. Most likely you got to be 16 and under to be in Adi Home, but you could turn 17 and still be in there. Yeah, that's a jail. That's a jail. I heard YG Fesso got picked up. I don't know. Yeah, I seen he got picked up, but I don't know either. 1100 South Hamilton, y'all. Exactly. I'm waiting to see the truth comes out. Hey, yeah, like I was saying though. Hey, when it come out, the next paperwork that come out, it's gonna tell you from the beginning. It's gonna tell you from the beginning. It's gonna tell you from the person it's gonna tell you how it all started, like the inside of it, and it's gonna give us information about everything from the number 4. It's gonna start off with number 4. Number 4 gonna be the first person in the paperwork because they the ones who made the call, just like Teezy. When it came out, they started with Teezy being downtown with Duck. No, number 4 from California though, man. I don't know, man. A couple of them from California, bro, who be on the internet, they look nervous than a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm seeing niggas' eyelids change, man. Look like niggas' eyelids turn orange now. You know how your eyelid be red when you mad? They shit orange now. 3 people I seen like that. Big U already in the feds. So I don't know if it's Big U because he in the feds already. Big U in the feds for copyright infringement. He been stealing people's shit. I think he stole Nipsey shit. He stole somebody's shit. He in there for copyright infringement. Yeah. Hey, you see their eyelids? Look at their eyes. Look at their eyelids, man. Their eyes change in colors. You hear Jay Prince's house got raided? Hey, yeah, it's about time for Jay Prince, man. Yeah, Teezy locked up in MCC. Teezy and old block, the rest of the old block locked up. But they left Teezy out. Teezy could have had a chance to stay out and take I'm talking about like 20 years if Teezy would have cooperated. But they left Teezy out, and Teezy probably was spending them like he was going to cooperate on them. That's why they grabbed Teezy last. They grabbed Teezy. They grabbed O Block 5 in October, and they grabbed Teezy all the way in like April. The end of April, they grabbed him. Yeah, he in the feds for copyright infringement. Hey, Nene, what date that paperwork say on Big U? It say he got picked up in August, right? And then they just filed another motion. Big U just filed another motion in when? Like September, October? Yeah, facts, Buddha, facts. Do you think Mama Duck is gonna win her case? Mama Duck is gonna win her case, man. Yeah, hey, Big U too old, bro. Big U too old. They keep on saying Big U, but I'm thinking like Big U at least got to be about 60 years old, bro. I don't see Big U riding downtown and seeing them, bro. It's one of them young niggas, one of them young thirsty niggas probably ain't even get paid for dropping a phone call, man. Yeah, I said that though, Rob. I say Big U too old, bro. Billionaire Black got an interview with No Jumper. I ain't watching No Jumper, man. I ain't watching No Jumper, but we could watch some other. We could watch some other things. I don't watch them, bro. Then when you get off there, they play with you. Now you got to call and woof on the internet because they playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wouldn't go in there if he offered me 20. Oh, y'all forgot to tell y'all, man. Say Cheese coming, y'all. Say Cheese coming. Make sure y'all be looking out for my Say Cheese, man. Say Cheese, A Humble Soul, Vlad, DJU. Be looking out for all of them, man. I'm going on the tour, y'all. DJ Academics. I'm going on the tour, y'all. So I thank y'all, man, because without y'all, it wouldn't have happened, bro. Without y'all always, you know what I'm talking about, ride with me and shit like that. It wouldn't have happened, man. So I love all y'all for that, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro. Give me the Say Cheese. Give me on Academics. I appreciate all y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all, bro. I swear to God, bro. I gotta say thank all y'all, bro. Cause without y'all, I wouldn't have made it there, bro. And I appreciate y'all, bro. The average blogger never see say cheese or none of that, bro. So I appreciate that. So congratulations to all y'all for giving me to say cheese and on academics and interview with academics too. Like, make sure y'all, I love y'all for that. All right, y'all, we gonna, hey, I want to say this, man. No Limit Cairo. I don't know what's going on, man, with Cairo shit, man, but it's weird. I think they got Cairo under a gag order or some shit. I don't know, man. A lawyer gonna have to read the paperwork, man. But I know for a fact they saying that Cairo got to lift over 4 different guns, bro. Once he cop out the agreement. In order for Cairo to cop out, they saying that he got to forfeit 4 guns with switches on them and that motherfucking thing. I can't believe it. But yeah, that's what's up with Cairo, man. That's what's up with Cairo. Y'all can look at it on Pacer, bro, and y'all can explain to me. But they trying to tell Cairo he got to flesh over 4 more guns. Like, for real, bro. I don't know what's to that. I know it say Cairo locked up for 1 gun, but they said he got caught with 2. They got another dude in there. And they saying that he got to fork over 5 guns, man. I don't know what Cairo was into. He wasn't just a joker like we thought he was. He wasn't just a McDonald's kid. I think after that punch, Cairo had to slide, man. Cairo had to put in massive overtime. Because every time your homies them gonna remind you, man, shut up, man. You let what's the name punch you in your jaw. You know, it be your friends to tell you that shit. So you got to make them scared enough to never say it again, that you got punched at McDonald's. Oh, y'all, 6ix9ine arrested by feds. All right, okay. I'm gonna go back to Chicago news. What the fuck going on with my screen, bro? You said Birmingham, Alabama? Hey, yeah. Hey, I did a story on Birmingham, Alabama, man. I seen the story on First 48. And so I had did it, man. It was Martez C. His name is Martez C. That's the best First 48 I ever seen. Not the best because it's evil, but that's the best First 48 I seen, bro. Dude, them was vicious. You think Chicago vicious? Dude not only killed people, and then he got to cleaning up, killing the people around him, bro. Like, that shit was vicious. He got on the phone and said, "Hey, I need y'all to lick lollipop." On my mama, that means take out Candy, whatever her name was. They made her paraplegic, bro. Any chance Chicago better now after wiping out a whole generation? Man, Chicago might get a little better, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It might not stop all the crimes, but man, it might get a little better, bro. It might not be super better, but like O Block, you see it's changing. You see it's changing, bro. Look, J-Main them couldn't even get an O Block. You can't just walk in there no more. You got to get an ID up in there. You just can't go up in there no more. You got to register your ID so they know you in there. So if something happen, they know what kind of coat you got on. They know everything you wearing. Like, for real, they ain't playing no more. I ain't seen O Block like that in a long time to hire security that's going to stand on it. Yeah, Roger Park going up. Is this episode on you on that? I don't know, but you can Google it. Nene had paid for it for me. I think it was like $1. But that Martez C, that was one of like the best First 48. Tulsa too. Most of the first 48's in Tulsa. Tulsa, Memphis, Atlanta, like shit like that. They trying to say Dirk had E-Day killed for breaking in his crib. Damn. Shit, I thought Jam them to had something to do with that shit. I ain't know what's the name had nothing to do with it. I thought they were saying Jam. That's why they had moved them. You know what I'm talking about? Dirk stopped fucking with people. That's why I really think Dirk ain't send no money to him. Cause I think he probably told them what Dirk at. Cause in order for you to come and rob Lil Dirk, you gotta know where he live at. Them boys came through a bush. They came through a private neighborhood, bro, on a whole nother side and walked to Lil Durk house through a trail to get to Lil Durk in India, bro. Somebody had to tell him that shit. Hey, bro, you gotta come from behind here and come through and all that shit, bro. They try to backdoor Lil Durk, and he was still hanging around niggas. I would have got rid of everybody then. I think if Lil Durk would have got rid of everybody when they try to run in this crib, I think Quando Rondo then was still alive, man. Lil Pal was still alive. So I think it would have been better off for Lil Durk to run then. At that time, Lil Durk should have just stopped everything when they try to run in this crib. He'll be all right. He'll be out of jail right now. Hey, what we watching, man? What y'all see? What you want me to react to? I'm gonna let y'all pick it tonight, man. I'm gonna let y'all pick it tonight. Group decision though, man. Majority rules on this channel, man. I ain't biased. We can watch everything though. You know, I be on here for a couple of hours, bro. I do have school, so I need y'all to understand, man. When I say I gotta get off, bro, I'm going to film school, bro. I'm trying to learn how to be a director, a producer, and all that shit, bro. I'm trying to learn how, you know, to produce my own film, to produce my own shows, paying for it through YouTube and with my other businesses. So I appreciate y'all a lot, bro. Y'all just don't know, bro. Y'all gave me an opportunity to go back to school and learn some shit. You know what I'm talking about? I always wanted to go back to school. But now I could go back to school because I'm earning money while I can go to school and it won't phase me. You know? YSL plea deal. We're gonna go with YSL plea deal first, y'all. Everybody smash that like button. Yeah, I appreciate y'all so much, bro. Like, oh, y'all just don't understand, bro. I might not tell y'all all the time, bro, but I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, y'all got me the academics, Vlad, fucking. I'm going on all the big platforms, bro. And this just to show the youngsters, bro. Like, even if you, however you look at me, y'all can make it that y'all ain't got to be out there killing, running around, shooting people. At this point, get on here and tell about your dead friend stories on the interviews and shit. They gonna come and grab y'all, pay y'all, and do something with the money that y'all for an interview. Start doing something with the money. You know, at least you ain't got to worry about no ops and none of that because you could do YouTube from anywhere. Or get on TikTok, start dancing. I don't know what you could do. Find your glitch, sell some t-shirts. You see Gleesh, O Block Gleesh. Hey, shout out to Gleesh, man. O Block Gleesh, that boy a hustler, man. King Von died, bro. Everybody else looking around, looking like they smell like cigarette butts and ashtrays, man. Gleesh over there selling clothes. Man, he doing it, man. Gleesh over there doing his thing, bro. YSL. Big Chuck, what's up? He locked up for sure. He locked up, but he under the radar. I don't know how they saying they talk to him. What jail he in then? If somebody talk to him, what jail he in? Cause I can't find it, or nobody I know can find him. Where he at? Hold on, y'all. This is co-defendant takes plea deal in YSL Rico, man. This young thug co-defendant. I think he said, fuck it, bro. You got to get back home, man. That's the goal.
Marvius Nichols, Quamarvious. Last name Nichols, Nichols.
Did you get that? Is that okay? Do you want to do it again? All right, slow down. Your name. Spell it for this young lady right here.
Okay, my name is Marvius Nichols. First name Quamarvious. My last name Nichols, Nichols.
And Mr. Nichols, are you the same person referred to as Quamarvius Nichols on indictment 22 SC 183572?
Yes,
And are you at this time taking or under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medicine?
no,
Have you had the opportunity to sign this indictment with your attorney, Mr. Bruce Harvey?
yes,
How old are you?
29.
And how far did you go in school?
I got my GED.
I did not hear you.
I got my GED.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes,
Do you understand that in this indictment, you were initially charged with count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, which
Let me understand this. So, is this affecting Young Thug? Is they trying to say that? Because, man, you got to cop out, bro. Like, if they got you, bro, you can't wait on this nigga and get railroaded. And he probably only get 10 years. Young Thug, they know he ain't no killer. So what, he gonna get 15 years? And he'll be out and you get railroad? Like, fuck no, I'm copping out.
is count 49 in this indictment, which is murder, which carries a sentence of life. You were charged with 2 counts of participation in criminal street gang activity, which was counts 50 and 51, which each carried a sentence of 5 to 20 years.
Damn, this
You were
nigga
initially
killer.
charged with counts 53 and 65, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon under code section 16-11-133, which each carry a sentence of 15 years consecutive. 54, which is possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, which carried a sentence of 5 years consecutive to count 1. Do you understand that that's what you were initially charged with?
yes,
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges? And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
yes.
Hey, I ain't gonna need a lot of y'all, man. Whether Thug like it or not, I would have said fuck him on everything, bro. You could have got life. And they dropping the murder charge and for copping out and he only gonna do 7 years. Man, I wouldn't give a fuck what nobody say. Hey, move from your neighborhood and start your life over, young man. Go and get you a job, whatever you got to do, interviews with Vlad and them, whatever you got to do, bro, to eat. Shit.
Have you had an opportunity to go over and review the waiver of rights forms with your attorney?
Yes,
And I'm going to hand this to your attorney. Did you sign this along with your attorney?
yes.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorney, Mr. Bruce Harvey, about all the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charge in this indictment?
Yes,
Do you need any more time to discuss this matter with your attorney?
no,
Are you satisfied with his counsel and representation?
yes,
And I'd include in there the counsel and representation by Ms. Westmoreland and Mr. Garland as well. You had a team of.
Get home, brother. Get home, brother.
They're all
Go
attorneys
ahead,
of
do your
record
7, man.
and have participated in.
Go ahead, do your 7, brother, on everything. Fuck what somebody think about on everything, man. You got to get up out of there, bro. Seem like they trying to sock it to Thug like a plug or something, man.
This particular proceeding and negotiations leading up to this proceeding.
Thank you.
Do you waive formal reading of the indictment?
yes, yes,
And to your knowledge, have you been arrested on all the charges in this indictment.
Yes.
And Mr. Harvey, the state is unaware of any outstanding warrants related to these charges. Do you know of any outstanding warrants that are related to these charges?
Not related to those charges.
Have you been advised of to?
Copping out and copping out. Cause look, what if the feds come grab Thug for them guns? What about them guns, man? I ain't trying to get them indicted or none of that, y'all. But I'm just saying, bro. When I seen Thug go to jail, I seen Thug get caught with some machine guns and shit. Where the guns at, man? It was like 3, 4 of them. So I don't know where the guns at. They probably know something like, man, what the feds come get him? He got some guns and some more shit. You know? Yeah, I would have got up out of that, man. Shout out to dude, man. Get back to your family, bro. That's what living life is about. Living life ain't about staying around no bunch of niggas, bro. Living life is being around your loved ones, bro, until you go.
Do you understand this is a negotiated plea of guilty, which means that the state will recommend to the court as to count 1, conspiracy to violate the 2 years to serve 7 years in custody, balance on probation.
Yes.
Do you understand as a part of the negotiated agreement, the state will null, or dismiss count 49, which is the murder count, count 50, 51, which are the gang activity counts, count 53, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, count 54, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and count 65, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Do you understand that is the negotiated agreement?
Yes.
Do you understand that the court does not have to accept that recommendation?
Yes.
And the court can sentence you to the maximum on each charge and can run those charges consecutively or one after the other?
Yes.
Well, there's only one charge that
Like the taste of fresh apples and Angry Orchard, we use real fruit from our 100-year-old.
please
I
being
wish-
entered into, so
Under my breath.
there's no other sentence to run anything consecutively with
Right.
regard to this plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction as well as in other jurisdictions, including the federal courts?
Yes.
Do you understand if you are currently on probation or parole, your probation or parole may be revoked based on your not violate any criminal laws of any governmental unit or any special conditions of probation without being subject to revocation for the balance of your sentence?
Yes.
Do you understand you are not allowed to possess or use a firearm while on probation?
Yes.
Do you understand if you are not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would. And that is true regardless of being advised by your attorney. Your attorney nor the district attorney's office has anything to do with parole, the Department of Corrections, or Board of Partisan paroles, and no one can guarantee parole no matter what anyone has told you.
Yes.
Do you understand that there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial? For example, your guilty plea may affect your right to vote, your right to hold public office, your right to serve on a jury, your right to obtain a passport, your right to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment.
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you'll be guilty of a felony, which may carry a sentence of 1 to 15 years in prison?
Yes.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand if you went to trial, you have the right to a trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and confront witnesses called to testify against you, and the right to testify to remain silent and not incriminate yourself?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you are giving up the following rights? After each right, I'll ask you to say yes or no if you understand. The right to a trial by jury,
Yes.
the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself,
Yes.
the right to confront witnesses against you,
All right, y'all. So, man, this guy in a YSL trial, man, he getting up out of that, man. He want to go back. He want to get back home as soon as possible, man. They said that he probably only served like 5 or 6 years, man. He could have been in jail for the rest of his life for the murder, though, if he played games. So I wouldn't take the chances either, man. Get back home to your family. You know, you got to look over your shoulder for the rest of your life. Just, man, take it one day at a time when you get out, man. Don't rush to jump back in the streets. Gotti on camera, he says it ain't me. Yeah, Gotti don't believe in none of that shit. If you cop out wise, you with Gotti, they gonna get you gonna walk out the courthouse, goddamn, and get killed probably. Yeah, Gotti don't like that. I watch so much about the mob and shit. Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta watch that. I gotta watch this, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This dude funny as hell. I gotta see what he talking about. Any Butter update? Butter go to court.
There's a lot going on
Butter went to
last
court
night.
today.
I ain't talking about no trade.
Butter went to court today. I don't know what happened. Butter went to court today. I look into it and see. I had Nene look into it and see what they did in his court case.
I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about Durk. Fans done picked him up. Come here.
I gotta watch this dude, man. This dude funny as hell. I gotta see what he's saying and see if he's saying like what we saying. Like, man, Durk jagged off his career, bro. He crashed out. He crashed out for a demon, man, for Vaughn. He crashed out because he couldn't take the people saying slide for Vaughn, man. I'm like, look, yeah, I'm gonna slide for Vaughn. Hey, give me a week or two. I'm gonna slide for him. Fuck on, you don't need to know these people. And then you got your homie saying, hey, bro, we gotta do something for Vaughn, bro. We ain't going like that.
Now, for the rest of you MFs, I ain't talking about y'all watching this show. I'm talking about for the ones, you know who you is. For the rest, was getting on the internet, talking, getting it set when you on fun. Well, look where it gets you. It gets you in the sale. That's where it gets you for sliding. Get back. Yeah, all that. Yeah, Durk, you the voice of the people. You better be the voice of the snitches. If it was me.
He said,
if I'm Durk, I'm the voice of the snitches. I'm in there right now talking. This ain't no rumor. This ain't no third party. I'm letting you
oh,
know.
my mama, I'll be up in there like Durk, man. With some real shit.
Man,
I got 60 million.
Boy, yet. Oh, but y'all want him to slide, though. Y'all want him to be this gangster. Y'all want him to be this big-time monster. God damn it, come get this monster time. Yeah, you can't ride no track hawks in jail. You become a track hawk. Hopefully everything I'm talking about, hopefully it's none of it's true and this man get to come home and get back to putting out great music and being with his family. But if it is, got to be one of the dumbest on earth. Got to be. Think about it, people. His right-hand man, his shoulder, as they say, allegedly, Vaughn, was the shoulder. Get killed. Man, rest in peace. All of a sudden now, the fans, ones who ain't really about that life, though, but they think it's cool. Come on, Durk a hoe. He ain't getting no get back. Man, he's soft. Man, y'all all in this era. Stop buying this music like y'all used to, because he ain't sliding for y'all. But y'all ain't sliding for y'all funky cousins either. Some of y'all cousins got slid 75 damn times. Y'all ain't done nothing. Nah, man, I can't even do nothing, man. I'm in college. Stop it. Stop it. We have to be smarter, people. We come from a life of crime. So when God bless you or whatever bless you to get to where you're trying to get to, you're going to go back to it.
That's fact.
That's the dumbest in the world. I got to prove how gangster I am. No, I don't. I can prove to you how much I can change. But when I see some shit, I'm dialing 911. I'll show you. I'll show you the new Dub. Your ass be right down there in county. Man, Dub told on me and did. And did. And do it again. When will we learn, man? Why? There have been so many examples in the world for us not to continue to follow what other people done, man. One thing I know, two things for certain, man. You can't get away from them damn feds. Them white boys do their homework. 5, 10 years on your fucking. You think you out here? Look at me.
Hey, see, and that's what I be saying, y'all. That like when they come, bro, they not coming off. Oh man, I think Lil Durk had text them, or yeah, I heard that Lil Durk text what's her name. Man, they gotta have solid proof before they come get you, bro. They not gonna come get you unless they got you nailed to the cross, where they know he done if he don't cooperate. And that's what Durk's situation is. Durk done if he don't cop out. Basically, he ain't got to tell on nobody, but he gonna have to cop out if he want to see his kids again in the physical.
Me's been selling dope since 89. 2005, come here. I'm gonna sit your hot young ass down somewhere. That's what they did. Snitches and whatever else told my boy. But he hunt and run, yeah. Oh, yeah. And before you know it, come here. You got a track record, boy. I've been watching you for 17 years. Them white boys will let you get bigger than the world, man, before they come take it. Durk, that man ain't got no business. Hopefully it ain't true. We all going out for legend, but let's be real here, man. Man, that man, I understand he want to get back, but you got to let the streets do that. You can't get involved in that. You can't participate. You can't say, here, I give you the money and you go pay somebody and you pay somebody. Nah, they don't do that. We see that going on with Juke down in Memphis. That murder for hire, that's weak. If it ain't justified, murdering somebody is weak. It's whack. It's whack. It's whack watching Durk get arrested on TV. It's whack watching them other 3 men get arrested. It's whack killing people for no damn reason.
That's facts.
So if I'm Durk, what's his name, Devontae? If I'm Devontae, Lil Durk is what they call him. I'm talking right now. I don't need no damn lawyer either. I don't need no lawyer. I'm willing to talk. I was in a bad place. I was on perk 30s. I didn't love myself. I was hearing voices. That's why I made the song album, Voice Box. I was hearing voices. I was letting y'all know then.
Hell no.
I'm telling I'm telling you on Obama.
Hell no.
Him and Michelle walked through the hood one time, didn't even wave at me, done something to me. Made me feel some kind of way. Black man not waving at another black man, supposed to be the president, supposed to be my idol. I wave at him, he don't wave at me. It made me hear, made me go out and do shit. I'm just saying, if I'm Durk, I'm coming up all kinds of shit. I hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Get them likes up, man. Y'all ain't getting this kind of content nowhere else. Why my low? Let's get my shit up.
He just went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He go crazy,
my sugar
bro.
be low than my likes and views.
Hey, y'all, for sure. He just told Durk, man, a lot. He just spoke some real shit, bro. He ain't say nothing wrong, no hater shit. That's just some dumb shit for Durk to be involved in, bro. When you got all that money. When you showed us on $1 Million worth of game that you got $1 million, it was supposed to, you was in a different lane than everybody.
Get my up. Supposed to be on here talking my sports, but I can't because my brother in jail, man. Somebody's kids in jail. Somebody's son has been murdered behind senseless stupid platform. Talk about the thing every day, but them most of them behind the pot, they don't want to get out there and really want to put in the work, protest and all this and that. They don't want to do that. My little nephew and them gangster. When I come around, I'm G. Y'all don't listen to me until my nephew showed me that.
Yeah.
You got it, nephew. You need a couple dollars. I'm just keeping it 100. I was hard till my nephew showed me them switches. Y'all don't need me to tell y'all nothing else. Y'all know everything. Y'all calling my nephew big homie now. Y'all got my respect. My mama come around. Mama, don't you start this. They don't want to hear that. Get your ass in this car, mama, and let's go. I'll leave your ass here. I'll leave my mama right there with them killers. So you know the motherfuckers, you can't tell them, nah, y'all gonna listen to me. Get youngsters pull leg up. No, we gonna listen to y'all. We won't be on this block after 5, babies. That's what my mama told them. We won't be on this block after 5. It's all y'all's. I know what it is. From time to time, I'm a good dude. I go out and buy a Little Caesars pizza and bring it to them on the block while they getting it in because they're gonna want me moving around. I don't want them to miss licks. I'm a real OG. I don't want them youngsters to miss licks, so I go and get them, you know what I'm saying, Little Caesar.
Shout out to Bub, whatever, Bubba Dub. He be going crazy.
I'm making this video to talk about some breaking news that's just come out.
Hey, what we watching, y'all? I don't even watch Trap Lord Ross, but I seen some shit that Trap Lord Ross. Who the fuck told me the guy Lil Pab had killed somebody? He's supposed to kill the NBA YoungBoy homie. I mean, not NBA YoungBoy homie. Hold on. Oh, this is what I wanted to watch.
Both Lil Jojo and his brother Swag De Niro were gangbanging hard for.
All right. 6ix9ine. Hey, why I don't got 6ix9ine arrested on here?
A rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine, is back behind bars tonight. The performer, whose real name is Daniel
Y'all about to go back.
was arrested for allegedly violating the conditions of his supervised release. Hernandez was out on bail after pleading guilty and testifying against a violent gang. Today, the judge ordered he be held until November 12th at the infamous Metropolitan Detention Center, where Sean Combs is also being held.
Oh, shit. Hey, they better not hide. They better not hide no baby oil. See, this what made me be like his brick baby, who the number 4, because they keep on talking about his bosses and them keep on bragging about it. All right, we're going back to the little JoJo thing real quick. I can't watch the other dude shit. He talking like a robot, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Both Lil Jojo and his brother Swag De Niro were gangbanging hard for Brick Squad 069 from early. In fact, Swag De Niro even recounted in a DJ Vlad interview that is well worth a watch how growing up with Lil Jojo, they'd be gangbanging as kids, running around with a Polaroid camera, taking pictures of each other, throwing up GD gang signs.
Because we had the Polaroid camera, all the pictures we took, we in that gangbang. It was the culture, like my family, everybody GD. Like even my auntie's gangbang.
Now the thing with the 069 Brick Squad insane GDs is they don't all
got this weird ass.
No Love City, who were known to beat Lamron heavily. They were called with some GDs from the set MOB, and of course Brick Squad ended up getting very tight with their own to beef O-Block and other 300 sets so heavily. And of course Brick Squad are closely tied to nearby crew D-Block right next to...
Hold on, y'all.
Brick Squad turf covering 070 and 069. Now at the start of this story, this insane GD turf that was known as Brick Squad and D-Block was actually referred to as Akiville, after a beloved member Aki from this area was sadly gunned down. Aki was a Brick Squad member murdered on July the 16th, 2011 after an argument over a house party. After his passing, the local rapping drillers recorded a tribute song called R.I.P. Aki, which became legendary in the area.
R.I.P. Aki. Man, I miss you while you at the Dodgy.
However, Aki wasn't actually killed as part of this beef. The bloodshed between these two groups dates all the way back to the late noughties. So now you know the gang sets and people involved, let's go all the way back to 2008 and take a look at one of the very first incidents that started this beef off. The killing of a very close friend of Lil Durk, Lil Reese, and Chief Keef, the beloved 300 Lamron member, Lil Mo.
Hey, hold on, man. Hey, who is this guy, KG? Hey, you funny as hell. He said 6ix9ine up in there to get information with Puff. They finna put them in the same cell. Oh, everything in the same cell. Makes sense. Talking about he violated his probation. That nigga been violated. He been over there, staying over there with the essays in another country, man.
The 2009 track R.I.P. Lil Mo is actually one of the earliest Lil Durk songs in existence. The song's title is a reference to Terrence Lil Mo Hollins. Seen here with his cousin Lil Reese on Christmas in 2008, Lil Mo was respected and connected amongst the Lamron 300 community. Mo was apparently super close to all of the guys 300 and affiliated. But unfortunately, at the young age of 17, Lil Mo was shot and killed in a drive-by on the 7300 block of South Dorchester Avenue in July 2009. The loss of Lil Mo was apparently devastating to the Lamron and 300 recruits, and members paid tribute to their fallen brother. R.I.P. Lil Mo, as well as shouting out O.D. Perry a while before he was killed and O-Block was renamed in his memory. Also on the track, It's Crackin', Chief Keef also pays respects, rapping R.I.P. to Lil Mo. Lil Mo was supposedly killed as part of a long-running and deadly feud between the Lamron set and nearby GD rivals No Love City. This is a legendary beef in Chicago that apparently has a long history dating back years, with many lives having been lost on both sides. A BD-GD war apparently dating all the way back to the 80s. Following the death of Lil Mo, it's said that the Lamron BDs were hungry for revenge. Two prominent young men from No Love City were killed in what appeared to be retaliation attacks in November 2009. A 21-year-old man named Ronald Young, known on the streets as Lil Ron, was shot dead in his home, and another 21-year-old by the name of Ricky Coleman, known on the streets as Lil Ricky, was shot up in a walk-up style assassination at a gas station in Inglewood on 810 West and 59th Street. Now, with all of this violence going on in the streets, eventually this feud would make its way into music. But remember, at this point in 2009, Chicago drill music was still in its infancy. This is years before King Von and Chief Keef made it cool to dish your ops and talk about smoking on Tuka on songs. But it turns out that it was actually Lil Durk, the voice, Durky Yo himself, who really pioneered drawing out your Chirac ops on wax by calling them out by name. Because as early as 2009, Lil Durk was on that song R.I.P. Lil Mo, dissing No Love City, who was supposedly responsible for taking his friend's life. At the time, Durky O clearly hadn't developed into the voice, the Chicago Jay-Z that we know him as today, because at one point on the song, to diss his ops, he just shouts Brick City can suck a dick over and over again.
Brick City can suck a dick. Brick City can suck a dick.
Lil Durk also used the song as an opportunity to publicly shout out the alliance between 300 Lamron and Dog Pound, but realistically, at this point, the Chicago drill scene hadn't really picked up enough attention for homemade diss tracks like this to really pick up any traction in the streets. So in the years that followed, the beef between the Lamron 300 BDs and various other GD sets remained in the streets. But a pivotal moment in this feud is said to have occurred in 2010, when it's said that somebody from Lamron 300 killed a man named Thomas, with alliances to Brick Squad on 069 and D-Block on 070. However, the deceased man's cousin was apparently an affiliate of the Lamron BDs known as Killer Kells. And apparently the loss of his cousin caused Kells to flip to being an insane BD, joining alliance with Brick Squad 069, the insane GDs in a vow to avenge his cousin. By 2011, Brick Squad and their affiliates from nearby Wooga world were jumping on songs to diss Lamron and rep their gang sets on music, featuring lyrics that shouted out Kells bringing choppers along to a drill, with the likes of P. Rico, Dez, and Lil Mister all taking sides in the early stages of this musical beef. But away from the music, the violence was also still playing out in the streets. On the 6th of July 2011, 18-year-old DeKinta Childress, also known as Taysky from Lamron, is killed, getting shot in Inglewood on the 6100 block of South Normal Avenue and passing away in hospital. Eventually,
hey, when you say Lamron, man, that is not Lamron, bro. That's Tay-Town. Tay-Town is across, man. Lamron is 63rd, 64th, 65th. Just because it's normal, bro, it ain't Lamron. That's Tay-Town. Taysky is from Tay-Town. That's why it's Tay. Taysky. Tay-Town. Taysky. Guys, cut it out, pal.
The two shooters in this case were actually caught around 3 years later, with it being revealed that the attackers had actually used an assault rifle and a pistol to assassinate Taysky in the middle of a busy crowd. Parts of Lamron begun to be referred to as Tay-Town in his memory, and the remaining Lamron members would seek get back both in the streets and musically. And it was here that Lil Durk prepared to drop a groundbreaking diss track taking aim squarely at his GD ops. A game-changing song that would set the wheels in motion for years of bloody battles between Chicago's BD and GD sets. It was at this moment that things would go far beyond music.
Hey, before we start this, I just want to say, bro, it wasn't never no BDs against the GDs, bro. Majority of the blocks, they got BDs on them. They got GDs on them too. And the majority of the GD blocks, they got GDs. They had BDs on there. On everything. I can name 8 BDs from Tukaville. From Gyro, from Gyro, Tukaville, EBT. I can name 8 BDs, 9 BDs. I can name like 5 BDs that was in Brick Squad. Killer Kill's one of them. On everything, bro. So it wasn't no BD GD war, bro. It's clicks. They clicked up, man. Brick was BD. Lil B was BD. Shit, Lil B was chasing down his own guys. That was BD on BD, what Lil B was doing. Shit.
2012, Lil Durk dropped the official Lamron BD theme tune, L's Anthem. And this was considered to be one of the most iconic early Chicago drill tracks. Within only months of this release, Lil Durk was signed to Def Jam Records, even landing himself a French Montana remix of the song and getting so much attention in the streets of Chicago that L's Anthem even ended up getting a significant amount of radio airplay, as well as numerous bars where Durk would directly diss rival GD set Brick Squad and their affiliates Wooga World, who Lil Durk had been dissing on Wax already. So Lil Durk's track L's Anthem contained a lyric literally saying fuck Brick Squad. Combine that with the fact that this song was getting a significant amount of radio airplay in Chicago at the time, broadcasting these disses to their ops all over the city, this essentially lit a fuse, causing a chain reaction of deadly violence that would soon follow. Lil Jojo of Brick Squad reportedly heard Lil Durk saying fuck Brick Squad on the radio and was livid. In fact, Jojo's brother Swag De Niro told DJ Vlad that Jojo only decided to start rapping after he'd heard L's Anthem.
He didn't really want to rap until he heard Lil Durk song that L's Anthem. Like, this on the radio, fool. You know what I'm saying? You talking about fuckers on the radio. Man, he went crazy. Fool, he ain't like that.
So bear in mind, this is all around the same time that Lil Reese and Chief Keef were blowing up with their track Don't Like, as well as Chief Keef's solo track 300, picking up buzz in the streets, leaving the whole of Chicago cheering how much they love 300. And yet another of Chief Keef's popping songs at this time was, of course, the track Every Day. So in response to Durk's direct diss on L's Anthem, and in response to the culmination of numerous popular drill songs by BD's repping 300 at the time, on April 27th, 2012, Lil Jojo drops a remix to Chief Keef's song Every Day, proving that he is truly insane by dissing every single BD in Chicago at once. Lil Jojo's song was called 300K or BDK, which obviously stands for 300 members.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be hearing a lot of these stories, bro. But when I say every time I seen JoJo, bro, he was respectful, quiet, and he upped the gun on me on everything about Creed career, man. I was still pissed at Duck. I called Duck like, hey, this motherfucker up the gun. He like, quit playing, bro. I ain't playing, bro. I was about to get him like they get me in Boss Creed crib. You know, we play a water game where everybody throw water and shit. You fall asleep first, they pour water on you and shit. So Duck done got me a lot of times. Lil B done got me a couple times. But when it come to getting them, bro, they get violent, bro. They get violent. Lil Jojo, he showed me the pistol when I was about to drop water on him. I thought he was asleep. But he was in Boss Creed and them sitting by the computer in the chair. And he was sitting like he was asleep. So when I went to go and put up the cup and finna tilt it, I don't even play that. Little nigga, 5'1". Little nigga, 5'1" told me I don't play that. Showed me his gun. I say, Duck, nigga, up the pipe on me. On everything, bro. Brick called. Brick end up calling. I called Brick end up calling Boss Creed and them. I told him. Little nigga up the gun on me, Joe. Little nigga up the gun on me like, hey, I don't play that. Hey, but y'all throwing water on me and shit. You talking about you don't play that. The fuck? But he ain't never throw no water on me, but I thought he was part of the crew, you know. But yeah, Lil JoJo was a cool dude, bro. Every time when I met him, man. Shout out to Boss Creed and them, because I met him because of them, bro. He was over there at crib and shit. And Duck bringing Lil Mister and all them around. I met all them through them.
And the killer or Black Disciple Killer. In the song, JoJo specifically says that he can't wait to catch Durk and hit him with his 40, and to prove that he did indeed have 40s on deck, 300K, aka BDK, came along with a music video that depicted JoJo and his goons toting pistols like they just left an ammunition Black Friday sale, a video that is so low quality I wouldn't be surprised if it was recorded on one of their guns. Lil JoJo's diss song took off in a big way in Chicago, being one of the first major instances of true gangbanging on wax. But rather than L's Anthem, which dissed the Brick Squad GD specifically, JoJo had gone far beyond what Lil Durk had with L's Anthem, going further than just dissing the 300 crews of O-Block and Lamron that had offended him. By saying BDK on a song, Lil JoJo was essentially saying, I want war with any Black disciples in the city. As JoJo's song picked up steam in the city, the BDK movement did too. Many have said that when JoJo released this song, it was the moment that divided Chicago gang culture into two sides musically, with it being said that this really was the moment that the lines begun to get truly blurred between the streets and...
Hey, now I'm going to speak on this. That's a lie. That's a lie. Duck them been rapping, bro. When that motherfucker E-Day Is You Serious came out, bro, it was a split. On there, it was over with. It got serious after that. Then you had the kids running around from Cottage to King Drive to Cottage. E-Day Is You Serious? Like, really, dude? The kids was saying this shit on everything, bro. It wasn't no JoJo, bro. I mean, JoJo added substance to it, bro. But the killing was on already, bro. BDK came out, the killing was already on, bro. Tuka been dead, and some more motherfuckers that died, bro. By then. I ain't gonna lie, though. E-Day, bro. They don't begin E-Day as props, bro. E-Day, Duck, and Billionaire, bro. They set that shit off. And then Keith, they set it off, bro. Them was the three rappers who had that shit going. They had it split. They had a split in the city. Either you fuck with Keith them or Duck them, bro, when you go to jail around that time. It got the dividing, bro. You be in the county. Oh, man, he a op. Be like, bro, no, he BD, bro. No, bro, he be on Brick Squad. I remember I was on the deck, Division 11 with Eugene, aka also known as Loco, from Low Life, on everything, bro. This nigga standing at the door. We go to court. He on the bus looking for JoJo World and shit. He telling people on the bus, I killed JoJo. I'm like, shit. I'm like, bro, don't tell nobody that. He, man, fuck Brick Squad. I'm the one who did it. I'm like, bro, this nigga crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm like, no, he BD. They ain't get no fuck about that shit, bro. But yeah, E-Day, Duck, and Billionaire them, bro. The split of the city, I'm going to say they did it, bro. Because Duck them was hot, bro. Duck them, Keith them, they was hot. 600, L.A. Capone them, they was hot. They was hot already, bro. It was a war. Either you kick it with Lamron and Lil Reese them, or you kick it with Duck them. Before Brick Squad, bro. Before we even heard of Brick Squad. So, I'm going to have to debunk that.
And the music.
So you felt the JoJo with that song BDK started the war in Chicago?
He started the biggest war in Chicago.
Zach TV documented the fact that people were tagging BDK in BD territories.
This is where the BDs be at for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Them L's and everything. Look at the wall. These niggas claim 300, but we BDK. Wow.
Bear in mind, getting a big response from the ops was really Lil JoJo's intention from the very start, as Swag De Niro told DJ Vlad in his interview.
The man dissed us on the national on the radio, you know what I'm saying? So he wanted to diss them on the largest scale possible.
So as ops begun to
hey, it's crazy though, because all they big homies in JoJo real down there, BD, Chemo, Killer Kales, all they big guys is BD. That's how it's crazy, bro. It's just crazy, man. But yeah. That JoJo did, he put the flame on it though. On everything. He rushed a lot of lives, including his life with that song, bro. He rushed a lot of lives.
Take sides. JoJo and Brick Squad found themselves beefing with Chief Keef, as well as being clicked up with their main rivals, the STL and EBT boys from 63rd, including Tuckerville veteran FBG Duck. But JoJo wasn't done just splitting Chicago into two. After 300K, JoJo continued dissing 300 affiliated artists. He released the track I Got Dat Sack, where he talks about shooting ops from Lamron. He says claim 300, you get whacked. He says he's going to catch Lil Reese in traffic with a Mac, and he points out that the ops are now clicking up, saying fuck the Lamron affiliated BD set AMG, and even mocking all of the BDs wholesale, saying at the end of the song BDK die L's on Queen David, a mocking reference to the fact that super BDs like King Von constantly end sentences by saying on King David, a reference to the early BD founder David Barksdale.
Yeah. She ain't got no panties, King David.
In addition to I Got That Sack, Lil Jojo also released a song and music video called Tied Up, which had a tied up Chief Keef lookalike in it, and even off wax, JoJo couldn't help himself getting drawn out on Twitter, constantly flexing his Twitter fingers like Meek Mill and dissing his ops online, calling out Durk for saying fuck Brick Squad on L's anthem, and saying publicly that he will put him on a shirt on some.
I don't know, man. I want to say something, but I don't want nobody making no videos, man. So I'm gonna keep that comment to myself, man. But we're gonna see what Trap Lord Ross say.
IMW Melly shit. Problem is, JoJo's
recklessness with his Twitter fingers
would soon become a cautionary tale. Soon, JoJo would find himself in a Twitter-based beef that would end up.
I know I seen the car. That's all I'm gonna say. I seen a great car somewhere. I don't know.
At some point, it's alleged that Lil Reese and Lil Jojo bumped into each other in traffic where shots were fired, with Jojo releasing a video recorded seemingly in the immediate aftermath of the incident, which made it look like he was chasing Lil Reese, shouting he gon' kill his ass.
Hawking their ass. Man's out here. That is for real. He up there.
Hey, yes. What I'm talking about is Loco said he did his shit. Hey, look, Loco was walking around the Cook County Jail. That's on my brother. I don't even. Loco was walking around Cook County Jail telling everybody who would hear this shit that he did it to JoJo. I'm Mr. JoJo Killer.
A truck that speaks
for
for
itself. I had
itself.
told that guy Ray Rilla, man, sit your counterfeit ass down. You a drunk. He talking about some, I'm Mr. JoJo. Man, you ain't did shit to no JoJo, man. You done drunk a beer and then talking about you did something to JoJo, man. You seen what Boss Top say? Get that guy over there. He said, come on, man. Loco was like, come on, man. Get that guy over there. Loco just happened to die before we could see the results of why Boss Top pointed at him. Yeah, Loco was crazy. Yeah, but hey, if y'all ain't seen the Great Car, Google Great Car, and you will see what I'm talking about, man. And then look at the JoJo video, and you just see for yourself, man. Trench News ain't saying it. I'm just saying, man, it look like.
This truck, it's got everything I want. And it's America's most awarded heavy-duty truck for new vehicle quality according to J.D. Power.
And a truck owner who helps. And the Silverado HD and Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Chicago rapper Lil Durk is in police custody this morning.
And he was allegedly involved in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk just got hit with one of the most intense charges of his career. We're not talking about a simple arrest here. This is about murder for hire, and it's tied directly to the murder of his close friend, King Von. This isn't just another headline. It's a story of revenge, loyalty, and an alleged plot that reaches from Chicago to Los Angeles. Let's break down the details of how Durk's past might have finally caught up with him and what this could mean for his future. The other day, Lil Durk was arrested in Florida on charges linked to a murder for hire plot, a serious accusation that's bringing a whole new level of attention to his life and career. According to federal prosecutors, Durk and 5 others tied to his Only the Family, OTF collective, were part of a plan to take revenge against Quando Rondo's camp for the murder of King Von, Durk's close friend and collaborator, back in November 2020. Authorities allege that this entire plot began when members of OTF wanted to seek retaliation for Von's death. The story of revenge didn't just stay in Chicago, though. Prosecutors claimed that in August 2022, members from Lil Durk's crew traveled to Los Angeles on the behalf of Durk himself, and they had one goal in mind: to go to LA and take out Quando Rondo. However, this act of violence instead led to the death of Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, as the group allegedly carried out what they saw as retribution for Vaughn's murder. On August 19, 2022, Quando Rondo and his cousin Lil Pab were in Los Angeles, making their way through the city, reportedly attending some business-related matters and spending time with close associates. Quando, known for his connections and tense history with Lil Durk's camp due to the tragic conflict that surrounded King Von's death, was cautious yet calm as they navigated through the city that day. By the time the sun started setting, they pulled into a gas station near the Beverly Center, just a quick stop to refuel before moving on. Unbeknownst to them, another vehicle had been tracking their movements, strategically following them through Los Angeles. By the time Quando and Lil Pab pulled into the gas station, the second vehicle was closing in, and everything was set for the ambush. As they parked, that white sedan that had been following them pulled in close, creeping up just enough for its passengers to get a clear line of sight. And in an instant, the calmness of that sunny afternoon was shattered.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
As shots rang out and chaos erupted, the black SUV became the center of a tragic
Shout out
gut-wrenching
JH,
scene.
man.
The
I
air was filled with
appreciate you,
panic,
brother.
and within moments, it was clear the ambush had left someone critically hurt. Quando Rondo's cousin Lil Pab was hit, but the full weight of what had just happened didn't hit Quando until later on. Caught on camera, the haunting audio of Quando's screams went viral in the hours that followed. His voice is filled with absolute devastation, echoing through the chaotic scene as he realizes his cousin wasn't going to make it.
The ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For Quando, this wasn't just a loss. It was a moment of public grief, a rare glimpse into the pain that artists like himself carry behind the scenes. It's that scream, filled with shock, disbelief, and grief, that made the story hit even harder, a reminder of how real and dangerous these conflicts can get. After the shots went off and Lil Pab was hit, police were called, and within minutes, the area was swarming with law enforcement and first responders.
Hey, I got one question, man. Do y'all think it was a good idea for Lil Durk to take that motherfucking thing, man, and put the no in the video, man? I wonder is that clip gonna be played at trial? On there, that's a lot of incriminating shit that his guys should be telling him. Man, no, don't put that. No, don't put that shit in your video, bro. We did this shit. That's why I say only the killers know who killed something. And for you to talk about it and brag about it, you just giving yourself up, man. Because only the killers know what happened.
Station near the Beverly Center quickly transformed into a crime scene, with officers blocking off the area, trying to make sense of the chaotic scene. Paramedics rushed to treat Lil Pab, but it was clear his injuries were severe. He stumped his wounds right there on site. The police
Appreciate you, Memphis,
as
man.
he
Glow Block.
processed
Appreciate
what
you,
had
man.
just happened.
Appreciate
He was
Memphis
visibly
with you, man.
distraught, pacing back and forth, his screams echoing across the lot, captured on cameras and phones by bystanders. Those screams would go viral, symbolizing the raw pain of a moment that could not be hidden or controlled, a heartbreaking reaction to losing someone so close so suddenly. The police, meanwhile, were already piecing together what little information they had. Witnesses reported seeing a white sedan speed off right after the shooting, leading investigators to believe this was a planned, targeted hit. This wasn't some random act of violence. It had all the signs of a calculated attack. The tragic moment left the hip-hop community stunned and mourning yet another loss in an ongoing cycle of violence. But that night was only the beginning. Law enforcement would dig deeper into the case, linking it to a broader network of rivalries and conflicts. And now with the federal indictment connecting Lil Pab's death to an alleged murder for hire plot involving Lil Durk's OTF crew, this tragic story has taken on even darker layers. According to prosecutors, Lil Durk is the man behind what they're calling a calculated murder for hire plot, allegedly orchestrated as revenge for the death of his close friend, King Von. They claim that Lil Durk, along with several members of his OTF collective, conspired to take down Quando Rondo or someone close to him as payback for Von's tragic loss in 2020. This isn't just a simple feud. They're painting it as an organized, deliberate plan fueled by loyalty, revenge, and a desire to avenge Von's legacy. Prosecutors allege that Durk's crew wasn't just acting out of anger. They were reportedly promised rewards for their loyalty. The indictment describes coded conversations between the alleged conspirators, detailing promises of financial compensation or opportunities in the music industry under OTF. This, they say, gave the men enough motivation to track down Quando's circle in Los Angeles and pull off a hit that would eventually send a message across the rap industry. Prosecutors are building the case around Durk's deep connection to King Von and the idea that Von's death was a major turning point for Durk. They're arguing that Durk saw Von's death as something that couldn't go unanswered. According to the prosecutors, this wasn't just about grief, but about maintaining his reputation and loyalty within his crew and the streets. They claim Durk felt a duty to take action, leading to this organized retaliation plan. A key element of the prosecution's case is that Durk's associates were allegedly promised rewards, whether in the form of money, prestige, or elevated positions within OTF. The indictment mentions coded language used to communicate these promises, hinting at payouts and increased status for anyone who carried out the attack successfully. Prosecutors argue this incentivized Durk's crew to go to extreme lengths, planning and executing an ambush with the expectation that their loyalty would eventually pay off. The prosecution alleges that the attack wasn't spontaneous.
Man, when you think about this shit, bro, this shit sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, when you think about it, bro, this shit real sad, bro. I know a lot of people be like, you with Duck, man. This shit sad, bro. For a nigga to have all that money, bro, and lose it, crash out, you got to spend that shit in jail. Then Lil Pab Mama, if they get found guilty, she finna sue the draws off him. She could sue them for $50 million. And if she win that shit, guess what? They going straight to India crib, Lil Durk crib, whatever. They getting that money, I'm telling you. They did it to OJ already, so don't tell me they ain't gonna get it. They going everywhere. You got some money that's tied to you, and they gonna collect their shit. Whether they got to take the VCR, the stove, the Grammys trophy, they gonna see how much a person to pay for Lil Durk Grammy. That bitch gonna be on the auction. You ever seen that? 45, 45, 45, 55, 55, 55, 55. So I'm telling you, they gonna get that money.
With the mission, which was following Quando Rondo's movements and waiting for the right moment to strike. The hit itself, they claim, was executed in a way that aligns with a classic murder-for-hire operation, with members tracking Rondo's SUV, waiting for him and his crew to be in a vulnerable position before launching the attack. Court documents reveal that after the incident, the OTF members stopped at an In-N-Out where they discussed payments with one of the top OTF associates before heading back to San Diego to catch flights back home. Records show that there was a payment exchange that happened as a reward for the murder. Now, the most important part in all this is that they're saying that Lil Durk is the mastermind behind everything. He was the one who provided funds for flights, ensuring his associates could travel from Chicago to Los Angeles, and according to court documents, Durk allegedly arranged for OTF members to make this trip. So they were operating based on what he told them to do as the head honcho. Durk's top associate, Kayon Grant, reportedly coordinated logistics on the ground, but Durk is said to have provided the financial resources and guidance needed for the ambush. Kayon Grant arranged hotel accommodations, bought ski masks to conceal identities, and obtained 2 luxury sedans for the group. Court documents indicate that Grant was also the one who supplied firearms, including one reportedly converted into a fully automatic weapon, all of which prosecutors argue was facilitated under Durk's orders. I think you probably at this point understand why this is so bad for Durk. These aren't just accusations of association or indirect involvement. Prosecutors are painting him as the mastermind behind a deadly, premeditated act. He's being accused of financially and logistically supporting a murder-for-hire scheme that targeted a rival, going as far as to cover travel costs, conceal identities, and provide weapons for the attack. This is some serious stuff right here. And if the court accepts this narrative, it elevates his role in the case to the one who's going to carry the full responsibility for organizing a violent conspiracy with potential penalties, including life in prison or even death penalty, if the court finds sufficient evidence of intent. Moreover, the case is built around digital communications, flight records, and surveillance footage, evidence types that can be compelling in court. Prosecutors are likely betting that one of Durk's associates could flip, testifying to strengthen their case even more. If any of the co-conspirators cooperate with authorities, it could seal the case against them, making the charges even harder to fight. Now, one of the things that's a little bit ironic about this entire situation is the fact that for the past 2 years, Lil Durk has publicly been working on cleaning up his image. After years of being tied to the street life, he's tried to turn over a new leaf. For anyone who doesn't know, Lil Durk has not only embraced Islam, but even went as far as converting, changing his name to Mustafa Abdul Malik. So he's definitely been on a journey of rebranding himself. On top of this, he's done community service and launched a neighborhood.
Hey, I don't know why y'all keep on saying this case weak, bro. Y'all act like this Chicago police or Atlanta police, man. This the feds, bro. They don't come get you unless they cross their T's and dot their I's, man. And they got people who jammed up that's gonna guarantee testify on you, or they gonna hit them with the book on everything, bro. They not, this not no regular police, bro. Lil Durk ass done, bro. Only thing Lil Durk could do is get the lesser time by copping out on everything, by copping out. Yeah, I did it. I'm gone. I got all the evidence. If he take these people to trial, bro, this not going to end up like the King Von shit. It's not. Pastor Brooks ain't going to want to get on no stand for this shit. I'm telling you, he got on the stand for that little that county shit. Hey, Pastor Brooks ain't even going to come and offer to get on the stand on this one. Because Pastor Brooks know he going to be in there right with him 2 years from now. They going to find something that he did, and he ain't turned over the right money, and they going to lock his ass up. I'm telling you, bro, they don't play. They not playing, bro. This ain't Atlanta police, bro. This the feds. And they gonna make sure they stick it to Lil Durk, bro. They call him a mastermind, bro. Lil Durk ain't had no business even being around them. And then for Lil Durk to fly on a plane, bro, with the one who passed out the guns, bro, that shit don't look too good. That don't look too good, man. They say Lil Durk took a private jet from Florida from Miami, I think, right, Nene, or Atlanta. Yeah, I want to say Miami. Don't quote me wrong, because if I get a little extra soft, then they gonna try to taunt me. Oh man, he got in Atlanta. He got on a plane with Grant, man, to fly to California. You ain't finna tell the feds that, oh yeah, I just rode to California. He was going to do his thing and I was going to do my thing. And ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. And Grant used Banks credit card, a credit card that say Banks on it, not OTF, Banks. Like, come on, man. Like, hey, bro, like, we might think something dumb, bro, but these people went to school, bro. They educated, they sober, and they work around the clock, bro. And then Durk got all the incriminating evidence. All the evidence he got. He didn't put the goddamn screen, the video of Quando Rondo screaming in his video, bro. Like, that's crazy. And now you being charged with it. What coincidence is that?
But Heroes Foundation to support underprivileged youth. And this shift didn't go unnoticed. He was even awarded an honorary key to the city in his hometown suburb of Broadway, Illinois.
Durk Banks, or Lil Durk, celebrated the peace to the villages of Broadview.
And so on behalf of Broadview, we are
I
this
don't
key
even
to the
argue with
city
people no more. I just
to
block.
Durk Banks neighborhood
Sorry,
heroes.
wrong guy.
If you're sitting around Googling how to make money on the internet and your ass is tired of being broke, let me tell you what your parents didn't tell you.
And this was literally last week. Local leaders praised his efforts to give back and promote positive change, holding him up as an example of redemption. Fun fact, they ended up revoking the key after this indictment. Lil Durk a few weeks ago also announced that his criminal record was recently wiped clean. Now, could all this be a defensive move on his end? Because when someone is involved in something like this, especially someone with Lil Durk's influence and public presence, it's important to consider how them reshaping their image can help them if legal troubles come their way. Durk's public shift to a more positive, community-focused persona, receiving the key to the city, doing charity work, and his spiritual growth all adds layers to his defense if anything would happen. Like in his case, it sends a message that he's moving away from his past, showing the authorities that he's more serious about changing and leaving his past behind. And maybe for Lil Durk, it wasn't so much about completely avoiding any legal troubles, but maybe he did all this as a way to soften the blow of whatever he did. That's of course me just speculating, but thinking about it logically, it does make sense. Because best believe someone with Lil Durk's status understands the power of public opinion and how it can sway narratives. By portraying himself as a reformed individual, he builds a layer of protection, influencing how people view him and possibly impacting how authorities handle him. The question still remains, though, whether this rebranding was a genuine evolution or a strategic buffer, given his history.
Lil Lion King so much, he done got motherfucking Mustafa name, man. Come on, man. I know it mean the chosen one. I know. No, I ain't Islam either. Somebody asked me that. I believe in Jesus Christ, man. Whatever you want to call it, Christian, Baptist, whatever. I believe in Jesus, though.
Personally, I don't think this is going to end too well for him. If they actually have recordings or solid evidence of Durk orchestrating a murder, the defense options are limited. When it comes to cases involving premeditated murder, especially with the added weight of conspiracy or organized crime, the sentencing gets really serious. People facing charges like this typically don't get lenient treatment. The legal system often comes down hard, and with someone of his profile, authorities will likely pursue the maximum just to make an example out of him. Durk might be looking at significant time unless his legal team finds a way to poke holes in the prosecution. prosecution's evidence or challenges the credibility of any witnesses against them. And in high-profile cases like this, even if they don't have direct evidence, the cumulative weight of circumstantial and digital proof can still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really sad to see millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this with the opportunities and success, money, and all the chances to make a positive impact.
Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This some crazy shit to even be watching, bro. Bro. Like, this dude crashed the fuck out. I know India pissed. bro. I know she pissed, bro. She probably told him to stop hanging with them, bro. Like, you doing too much. But you know how a nigga be. Tell his girl who trying to help you, man, I got this. Don't worry about it, you know? Don't worry about it. Hey, look, listen to your girl sometime, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Listen to your girl sometimes. Sometimes when a woman be telling you, don't go outside, stop hanging with them niggas, I don't like dude because he looking this way, you probably don't see what she see. I'm telling you, bro, every girl that I know told one of my homies, don't go outside, don't do this, don't do that, and they did it and they gone, man. 40 years, 50 years, bro. And then when you run into them in jail, man, I should listen to my girl, man. What she out there doing? Shit, got 2 kids by the digger who got the money? Like, for real.
In this world, it's clear that he's still stuck on the streets. I'm really curious how this is going to end for him, and it'll definitely take some time for this to get resolved. Anyway, this Lil Durk story is definitely crazy. If you made it this far, do yourself a favor and like the video and subscribe if you're new here. What do you guys think about this Lil Durk story? Pretty crazy one considering the weight of the indictment, honestly. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the women, man. You know, shout out to them, bro, because they do. Some women be trying to save people, bro. I ain't talking about the little black roach that set up Scone. She ain't no woman. She a girl that's waiting on borrowed time, man, because the devil gonna come for her. She thinks she just backdooring people, just like the devil came for Scone. He came for Scone. The Reaper came for Scone. Remember you set up Rob and Tony? You will be dead in 15 minutes. He called his mama and made the last text. Hey, mama, something weird. That way, the Reaper was there. Got Lil Jeff out the way. Everybody involved with that shit. From them kids getting killed in school. Gone. Everybody who bragged about it. Don't say Trench News. How you know they killed somebody in school? Shit, they told us every day. I watched Lil Jeff every day since I got up on him. And he was talking about these 2 kids that took a funky ass fake watch. And that he killed them. He blacked out. So that's what they be into. All right, what we watching, y'all? What y'all see out there? Put in the comments, man, if y'all seen something you want me to react to. Go to Billy interview. All right, so y'all want to watch Billionaire Adam, man. I don't like I'm 22, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like them, bro. They too disrespectful, bro. So you gonna send me out there like Fox, bro. Like, what you mean by that? I know them niggas need some money, man, but I don't need this money.
Do you think there's any
Young Thug situation? Young Thug situation was the state overzealous DA, right? Who thought they had a Trump hand because of all the witnesses, who prematurely struck deals with the witnesses where they didn't understand that these witnesses could now turn around and renege, like Little Woody, right?
Yeah.
Dealing with the FBI. they're gonna watch you run around.
Yeah, for 2 years they did
until
this.
they build their case.
Now listen, when I interviewed Quando, I said, the guys who are responsible for it, do you know if there's any arrests or anything? He goes, no, I don't know anything about it. And he was right. You know, I didn't know whether he just didn't want to talk about it or whatever else, but he was right. There was absolutely no progress for 2 whole years. But you see this all the time. FBG Duck. A lot of time passed. And then when the feds came in, everyone got arrested and everyone got convicted.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. They say the wheels of justice turn slowly. I've always heard this term. So you may think you got away with it. I mean, shit. Like me and Taxo, we were hanging out for over a year after the whole, Troy Ave situation. We all thought that there was nothing to worry about. I did his last interview a couple days later. He gets picked up. I did a poll today because I was upset about this because me and Quando are cool, right? Me and Durk don't have a relationship anymore. We haven't talked in like 6 years. But me and Quando are cool. Quando showed me a lot of love. He invited me to Savannah. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's always been 100 with me. That someone I'm cool with, someone put a hit out on him and ended up killing his best friend. So I was upset about this. So I did a poll. I said, who's the bigger dummy right now? Diddy or Lil Durk?
Lil Durk. Because I don't think Diddy knew he was intentionally doing things in his mind that was violating the law to that magnitude.
I agree.
I think Diddy had been being Diddy for so long.
Right.
Right. This was just his norm.
Right.
Right now it's like you gave your life revenging a life, but you still didn't take the life that you were supposed to revenge.
Right. You got someone who was not even involved in that situation. Who probably wasn't even there. Actually, I don't think Lil Pop was even there when that happened.
It wasn't.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that Durk is the bigger dummy right now. Especially where he was in his career. He was a lot younger. Yeah, Diddy was a drug addict who liked freaky sex. And
I mean, we talking about the music industry.
Yeah.
What's the percentage? There's a higher percentage of drug addicts who likes freaky sex than normal people who just report to work and go home and live normal, what we call normal lives.
Yeah.
That's the norm.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think Diddy was running around out here trying to revenge Biggie's death.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't his thing, right? So, it's hard to gain and it's easy to lose it. Durk, I don't believe they were supposed to arrest him yesterday.
Oh, it's because he looked like he was trying to fly away. Yeah.
He started booking those flights. So because of that, he probably lost about a week, 2 weeks. Could have been a couple months. You know what I'm saying? You know, you never know how long they let Diddy float around out here 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, between.
Yeah, that's a fact. They would have left Lil Durk name. They didn't put Lil Durk name in there, which tell you that it's got to be some bigger else coming behind that. But if you look in the indictment, Lil Durk name ain't in there. It just say co-conspirator. So he probably went and got locked up. He seen Diddy and them getting locked up and jumped the gun and started booking flights and shit. They think he about to run, so they bliss him. Whole time, they was giving him some time to build more shit on him. I believe that. I do believe that's true right there. They ain't want to take Lil Durk in right away.
In the house raids.
And they got him with 6
and
months.
Then, the grand jury, he had a long time. I was constantly saying that if I was Diddy, if I caught wind of the home raids,
I would
go to Russia.
I'd have been over to Russell.
Yeah, Bob.
Quick. Russ. Yeah, Russ, you got a suite for me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Russ got a whole hotel he built out there.
They was on him though, because you remember Diddy's jet was in the air.
Yeah, he
A lot
was
of people
going to
don't know he rents his jet out.
Caribbean summer. Oh, someone else was on
Well,
it.
yeah, wasn't even him.
Oh, okay, got it.
They forced it to land. They pulled up on the force of the land.
That's
Wasn't
funny.
him.
Yep.
Right. So
Shout out Liberty City. Shout out Savage Black, man. Made Media Magazine, man. Make sure y'all follow them too. Is this a new Breakfast Club, y'all?
We made it a long summer without basketball, but now the NBA is back. Get in on all the basketball.
Y'all can hear me?